Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Tuesday, the 24th of June. Donald Trump has announced Iran and Israel have agreed a total ceasefire beginning at about 4 p.m. New Zealand time today. Iran and Israel are yet to comment. Overnight, Iran attempted to attack a US Air Force base in Qatar in retaliation to US strikes on its nuclear sites. The attack was intercepted, but it sent oil prices tumbling and disrupted commercial flights. Kiwi journalist in Doha, Perry Wilton, says there was panic, but it was very brief.
Things here have calmed down almost immediately, and in terms of warnings, we haven't seen anything else.
Opposition leader Chris Hipkins says they're yet to see any details of the potential ceasefire, but it's welcome news.
The sooner they get back around the table, the better for everyone in the world.
And he's asking the government to call out the US for its strikes on Iran. The Greens are suggesting the government's investment in the gas industry could backfire. Legal advice they commissioned suggests the $200 million gas investment fund breaches the international agreement on climate, trade and sustainability. Co-leader Chloe Swarbrick says the Prime Minister is currently swanning around overseas trying to build trade relationships while undermining them at home.
The government cannot speak out both sides of its mouth on these issues when it comes to our international reputation and our relationships with trading partners.
Fletcher Buildings addressing investors today about the potential sale of parts of its business. Business Desk's Garth Bray says shareholders may learn what Fletcher plans to do next after receiving several inquiries from prospective buyers.
We may hear a little bit more about how they plan to restructure the company and get a bit of value back and a bit of control there.
ANZ says it's lifting its lending to small and medium businesses. Reserve Bank figures show a softening across all bank business lending since the pandemic and ANZ going backwards. The overall growth rate has slowed from 6% in 2013 to just 1.5%. ANZ Chief Executive Antonia Watson says they've signed up 7,000 customers in the first half of this year to their How To Small Business Support Program.
New startups and reasonably new businesses. That was part of the requirements for the package.
ACT hasn't decided whether it supports a bill from Minister Shane Jones requiring the largest iwi, Ngāpuhi, to accept a single treaty settlement rather than multiple smaller deals. Minister for Rail, Winston Peters, is criticising Treasury's prediction that Kiwi Rail wouldn't make its earnings goal. The state-owned transport agency has now confirmed it will meet the $110 million surplus target. Jetstar's new route between Dunedin and the Gold Coast starts today, with flights operating 3 times a week from now on. It's the first Trans-Tasman service for Dunedin since March 2020. To sport. All Blacks coach Scott Robertson's given his endorsement to the Club World Cup, which will potentially start in 2028. Lulu Sun has beaten top seed and defending champion Daria Kasatkina in 3 sets at tennis's Eastbourne Open as part of her Wimbledon build-up. A new role for former Black Caps cricket mentor Gary Stead. He's been hired as an interim capacity to support Otago while the search continues for a new coach. And the International Olympic Committee presidency has officially passed from Thomas Bach to Kirsty Coventry. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.